How you guys doing? Ooh, mic. How's everybody? Thank you. All right. So I came to bear good news. I'm very, very excited to share this good news with you. Pretty soon I'll be turning 21.
Yeah, baby.
I'm very, very excited. It's going to be a happy time. It's going to be a joyous time. It's also going to be a little bit sad. It's going to be a little bit sad when I turn 21. You see, I have a fake ID, a fake identification that I've had for a few years. And, you know, I'm not going to need it anymore. And I'm parting ways with this fake ID. And I'm saying goodbye to my fake address, which means they're kicking me out of my fake apartment. I have to say goodbye to my fake friends. You know, I'm leaving my fake school. I gotta stop going to my fake Pilates class. And it's just really, really difficult because it's a life that I really liked. And I don't know if I want to turn 21, to be quite honest. Actually, who am I kidding? Of course I want to turn 21. See, I have a fake girlfriend right now who's a total bitch. Oh my god, she's the worst. Right now during this show, I should be helping out with our fake child. Do you believe that? It's just absolutely ridiculous. You know, we're gonna end up fake breaking up. You know, we're gonna end on fake fighting, and so it'll be all like, fake you, Adam, like, fake you too, bitch! It's tough. Fake girlfriends are the worst. No, but I'm excited to legally drink. Baseball won't be so fucking boring anymore. You know, baseball and beer are meant for each other. We all know this. Baseball and beer are meant for each other. That I believe baseball stadiums should become like international waters. No drinking age. You go to a baseball stadium, you know, I want to see like rowdy, raucous fans just shotgunning beers anywhere possible. I want to see 12-year-olds, you know, chugging beers with their friends. I want to see kids making like crude comments like, hey, as long as you're blowing the game, don't forget to swallow. You know, like I want that kind of rowdy behavior. I think, you know, that's what baseball is about. That's what makes baseball fun. And to be honest, you know, fans, we deserve this because for all these years, baseball players have been using steroids, you know, their performance-enhancing drugs. As fans, we should be able to have our performance-enhancing drugs. Speaking of sports, I was on the math team in high school. One year we did really well. My team made it to the state championships. I personally did great. I finished number one in the state, number one non-Asian, 59th overall. But, you know, I don't think being on the math team really helped me with girls. I was really, really bad with girls in high school. I needed every little bit of help I get. Because I couldn't just go straight up to a girl and tell her how I felt. You know, guys, we can't do that. We cannot just go straight to a girl and tell her that we're attracted to them. Right? Guys, we need to like have game plans, strategies, X's and O's. And we need to think about what we're going to say to a girl, which thinking kind of fucks guys up, you know? It's not really good. And I have to say that like phrasing is important, okay? Phrasing is important when you're gonna go tell a girl that you're attracted to them. If I go up to a girl and I say, I like you, well, I mean, I like oatmeal, I like chapsticks. Like is such a bland, lame word. If I go up to a girl and I say, I love you, well, that girl has every right to throw nitric acid in my face and think I'm a stalker, you know? Love is just a really big word. And then I heard this phrase, and I learned this phrase in high school. It's called like, as in, I like you. She likes her. And I didn't really understand this whole phrase because you're repeating a word to give it a different meaning. You're saying a word twice to give it emphasis. And I'm like, what other phrase in English do you have to repeat a word to make it a different meaning? So naturally, I'm confused. Like, I don't get this whole like thing. It doesn't make any sense to me. So of course, this screws me up. You know, I go one time, there was a girl who I had a huge crush on, and she said point blank to me, Adam, do you like me? And being the Romeo that I am, I said the perfect thing. I said, of course I like you. That's why I want to fuck you right now. In hindsight, that was a no-no. You ever talk to your parents about drugs? Well, there's a lot of parents here. I wasn't expecting. You ever talk to your kids about drugs? You ever talk, so kids, you talk to your parents, I guess you talk to your kids. Parents, for kids, it's the worst, okay? It is horrible, it hurts, it's like getting a blowjob from a shark. It's painful. It's painful. Your kids are not enjoying this in the least bit, okay? One of the things, one of the reasons why I hate talking to my parents about drugs is that they think it's such a big fucking accomplishment. It's like, my dad will be, son, I smoked marijuana once. I'll be like, congratulations, Dad, you want a fucking medal? Like Mazel Tov, I don't know. But, no, they think it's a big deal, they think it's a big achievement. And the other thing that really pisses me off when my parents talk to me about drugs is the phrasing. The phrasing is so different between the way kids talk about drugs and the way adults talk about drugs. And I'll give you the example. Kids, people my age, we say, I do drugs. When we're adults, we're gonna tell our kids, I did drugs. My parents, and most adults for this matter, say, I experimented with drugs. Oh, you experimented. All you parents are fucking chemists. Like, experiment. Oh, you experimented. I go up to my dad. My dad's like, I experimented with drugs. I'm like, Dad, drugs aren't some kind of fucking science project. Like, where's the experiment? I don't really understand that. I mean, what's the experiment? Is he had his own meth lab growing up in grandma's garage? Is he brewing his own shit and then snorting it? What's your experiment? It's such a pompous thing for you to say. It's such an arrogant thing to say. And it just reminds me so much of high school chemistry class. It just really reminds me of high school chemistry class, the word experiment. My dad would be like, I experimented with drugs. I'm like, bullshit, and I smoked Bunsen burners. What's your fucking point? Which I did. I smoked a lot of Bunsen burners back in my day. So I talked about sex, drugs. What do you think I'm going to talk about next? What's that famous phrase? Sex, drugs, and... That's right, Jesus. Jesus was a savior, which is a notch below being a rock star. Jesus was a savior, a damn good one at that. Jesus was also a carpenter. We know this. We know Jesus was a carpenter. He actually really wanted to be a carpenter. And his parents really wanted to be a carpenter. His parents really wanted to be a carpenter more so than a savior. I don't know if you guys know this, but when Jesus was doing his undergraduate at Nazareth State University, he majored in carpentry, minored in salvation, okay? So we know where his priorities were. He really wanted to be a carpenter. He wanted to be such a good carpenter. But oh, did he suck. Oh, he was the worst carpenter. He was horrible. He couldn't build shit. He couldn't build benches, he couldn't build chairs, he couldn't build any of the stuff we learned in 7th grade shop class. And you know something? It all makes sense. It all makes sense that Jesus was a shitty carpenter. Because if he knew how to build a fucking bridge, then maybe he wouldn't have had to walk on water. Thank you guys very much.